Welcome to Collecting Chaos. It's the Monday morning show. Now, I was getting a little worried because I knew I had some comics that were supposed to show up, but come Friday, none of them were here. I had like 3 or 4 comics. I've had a few new ones, and nothing really that I wanted to show off. So I was starting to panic a little bit. And Saturday shows up, and I got some comics. So now we have something to show you. If you want to see what it is, you're going to have to keep right where you are. Don't go away. Well, I guess you could run and grab a cup of coffee if you wanted, or maybe wash your hands. But don't take too long. You might miss something. So let's get this party started. And we're going to start with a little bit newer comic. I actually got 2 of these this week. And I really like this art germ cover. So not only did I get this one, but I also got this one. And the funny part about it is, when I looked at the comics a little closer, this one is in better shape than this one is. But this is a 9.8. But when I looked at it close, I thought, how is this a 9.8? It's got spine ticks on the back. It shouldn't be above a 9.4. But, you know, I wasn't going to argue. Got a raw, I got a graded, you know. And I do get graded comics once in a while. It's not something I do all the time, but I do get them once in a while, if it's something I really like. So that's the first one. The next one I got is a Vampirella, and I just love this cover. And you're thinking, oh, he's just going to have new comics on in the cover of the week. Well, I'm going to show everything, then I'm going to go back and pick the ones I think for cover of the week, okay? But let me get a little better focus on this, because I'm not sure that focus is all that great. So after that, we're going to get a little older. I have Jane Williamson's Mask, and I like this cover a lot too. Kind of a classic there. It's a Boris cover. Just can't seem to get the focus the way I want it. Yeah, there we go. I think that'll do. So we'll take and put these off to the side. Pull up the next one. Jason and the Argonauts. It's an independent comic. And this was published by Tome Press in 1991. Very simplistic art style, but I kind of like it. Next we have something a little older. There's a copy of Plop 18. I love Basil Wolverton covers. And here's number 16. Number 15. Number 14. Oh no, excuse me, that's number 8. So I got a few Plop. It's always fun to get plops. Then here's a couple of more from right around that same time frame, maybe a little bit later. This is Black Magic number 4 from DC Comics. And I think these are actually reprints of earlier stories. But this was released in 1974. Like I said, I think they reprint earlier stories. That's what the art looks like anyway. And here's Black Magic number 5. Kind of a neat cover. Black Magic number 8. And Black Magic number 9. Has a lot of spine, minor spine creases on it. A couple of spine ticks as well. Now I can take the spine ticks out, but you can't take out a spine crease. So, and I'll show you how to do that on a future video maybe. This is Black Knight number 1, Curse of the Ebony Blade. This was a cover by, I believe it's Peach Momoko. And but this is, to me, this might be one of her best covers ever. So it was just purely a cover by. I don't even know if I'm going to read it. I might not. Next up, Showcase number 96, Doom Patrol. This one has a spine roll, so I guess you know I'm going to be fixing that. And while I'm at it, I might take out a couple of these little spine ticks that I see. Going back much earlier, here's Showcase number 48. Multiply 48 by 2, what do you get? 96. That's a coincidence, by the way. This is Adventures of Cave Carson. I used to enjoy reading this when I was young. This is from 1964, so I was around 10 or 11 years old when it came out. Here's Rip Hunter Time Master number 13. Another comic that I enjoyed when I was younger. Rip Hunter Time Master number 17. And I remember seeing this one on the newsstand, but there was something else that came out at the same time that I wanted more, so I ended up buying that instead of this. But I like to say everything goes through my hands eventually, and of course this came through them again. This one's a little newer. The Further Adventures of Nyoka, the Jungle Girl. Now, the first story is a newer story from AC Comics, Bill Black. It was published in 1988, but then they do reprints in the back, and I love these because of the reprints. But also, they always gave credit to the original artist or writer or the company that put it out. So that, I've always liked that idea. Yeah, I like that one. Here's one that I didn't have, but I absolutely love the cover on, so this was another cover by. Although I did need a Wonder Woman 773, this was strictly a cover by. I fell in love with that cover. I mean, I would have bought the Wonder Woman anyway, but, you know, I might not have gotten the variant cover if I hadn't seen it. Here's a Black Cat number 6. I really like this cover too. So this is a very recent. This next one was a cover by. I saw this and went, oh, I have to have it. I don't care about Marvel comics in general. I really don't care about the X-Men. Not that big Storm fan, but I'm an art fan, and this is just incredible looking to me. So that was another cover by. Will I read it? I don't know. Maybe. So finally, let's get to the last comic of the day. It's from February 1953. This is Black Magic number 21, volume 3, number 3, but number 21. Beautiful Jack Kirby cover. It's an interesting comic. It's a great comic. All of the Black Magic comics from this period are highly desirable. It does have some staining. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't intend on cleaning it. And that has nothing to do with what happened to the comic the other day. But here's an interesting thing to see. The fold is here, so you see how much they paid attention to the quality of the comics back then. They were throwaway entertainment. They didn't mean anything. You know, nobody was intended to keep these for a long period of time. So there you go. That's the last comic that I have to show today. So let's go through and select some comics for cover of the week. I'd be a liar if I didn't want to include this one. So this is going to be the first one. I absolutely have to include this one, even though it's a brand new comic. It's just beautiful. I'd like to include that one, but I don't think it makes the cut. This one I absolutely want to include. Time Master, no. No. Kind of a damsel in distress cover, but no. No. I'd kind of like to include this one, but no. It doesn't meet with the others. The Black Magic, no. This one is just strange, but it's Basil Wolverton. I'm still not going to include that one. It's a Wally Wood cover. That's another Wally Wood cover. Even though I love these covers, I'm not going to include them. That one's a no. That one's a yes. I'm not going to include that one. And I'm not going to include this one, but it is going to be my it's going to be on my thumbnail. So here you go. Here's my 4 picks for this week's cover of the week. Jan Williamson's Masks, Volume 1, Number 1. Beautiful Boris Vallejo cover. Wonder Woman 773. To me, that speaks volumes, even though it's not, doesn't have any words on it. Again, it's a new comic. The Women of Marvel Storm variant. Absolutely have to include that. And Black Magic magazine number 21, Jack Kirby cover. I'm going to make it easy for you. I'm going to take this one out. This one I ordered it during the month of June. This is going to be my cover of the month for June. Okay, so it is getting special mention. It's my cover of the month for last month, even though I only got it. I bought it last month, but I only got it today, or I got it this past weekend. So this is going to be my cover of the month for June 2021. Now, that puts the three between these three, and I think that's a little more. I think that's a little more fair. These are all painted covers. So there you have it. Which one am I going to pick? I don't know. Watch the Eternal My Light Project and find out. But you are more than welcome to pick the cover that you like best of these three, and put that in the comments. If you saw another one that you like even better than these three, put that in the comments too. I would like to know. But if you put a cover from the other comics that I showed as your favorite, please pick one of these as well. And we'll see you next video. Don't forget, before you handle your comics, make sure you wash your hands. It's good for your comics, good for your health. And we'll see you on Tuesday night, where I will give away an Evil Ernie action figure on Horizon Pix channel. Bye.